Okay. This is a cylinder lube oil.
Yeah, this I already checked.
Yes.
Yes,
And
this
then minimum feed rate is always we recommend 0.60.
Okay.
But some vessels depend on your superintendent request. Maybe adjust is possible. But and then break point means 40 is the fuel index 40%.
Okay.
It means that depend on the break point, the part load RPM will be decided.
Okay.
Below the 40, this is RPM control.
Okay.
Above 40, this is load control.
Okay.
So normally RPM control, more quantity, more lube oil will be injected.
Yes, correct,
yeah.
correct.
And then this is sulfur, which you can find your
Okay.
fuel oil analysis.
What about the
map.
BN? I can enter the BN also or not required?
Now here is you don't have anything about the BN.
Okay.
Also, this is a preload, as you know. The LCD is a
Yeah.
load control dependent, which when the load change, injected more fuel cylinder.
So when I'm doing the
Yeah.
turning with the turning gear, so just press preloop.
Yes, and then okay, I can. So your people will be at the inspection, the liners in the
Yeah.
loop, and then you can find the loop is coming down.
Okay,
and then,
understand.
And then, so this is 1.7. Depends on our recommendation. It will be reduced time by time.
Yes, depend on the running in program.
Yes, depends on the actual time. For initial 5 hours, 1.7, later 1.5 for 100 hours. But the HHI they like until the 1.7 until
Okay.
end the sea trial. Later you put it on,
Okay,
and then
understand.
after 500 hours, step by step you reduce. If you make this zero,
Okay.
they will off,
Okay.
and then they will follow this one.
Oh, okay.
How can they calculate feed rate factor multiply sulfur? The
Okay.
result will be shown here.
Okay. Normal feed.
Yeah.
Okay.
If the sulfur is too low, also factor low. If the below to minimum feed rate, of course minimum feed rate will be applied.
Okay. Okay. I have one question
Yes,
now.
yes.
For example, we are changing to LSMGO.
Yes.
So how this MOP understand that I'm running on LSMGO? The engine will be unbalanced. This sulfur content will be less, and I will have more BN alkalinity. So should be some balance in between. Do I need to change any parameter?
No. The only thing you have to change is fuel or sulfur.
Only sulfur content
Yes.
I'm changing.
Yes.
And then it will calculate automatically according to the
Yes.
sulfur content.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have to. If the UPN change something, you don't have to anything about
Okay,
this.
I understand.
Yeah.
Anything else I need to you need to show me on the
Just-
system?
Will be zero. And then just check the cylinder. But this is calculation, not really your.
Okay.
As given here, this if you change the manual, this will be you can control the manually.
Okay.
But now it's auto, so it will be controlled depending on the load.
Okay. Okay.
This is also load. And then this is a hydraulic system. You know the 310. When the engine is shut down, this valve is open and then release all hydraulic pressure to the here.
Uh-huh.
So in case of some leakage cannot increase, you may doubt about this valve leakage or not.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah. Also 311 is adjustable, also relief valve for this startup line. If this pressure is set to the 315 bar, also this is a 315. You started this pump and then cannot increase as you like set point to the 5, maybe leakage here.
Leakage, yes.
Yeah. But when the drain pump running, this line safety valve is 310. This is same as the name. 310 bar is a safety valve setting.
Okay.
Also, this is two functions. One is for you see salt valve, shut down, open, release. Also safety valve for the driven lines.
Okay.
And 316 is a bypass valve. Which when the engine start condition, you have to adjust the 310 valve. At that time, you have to manually open, make a startup of running, adjust the biodas 312, and increase, and then go to pressure here. And then you adjust, and then close manually again.
Understand.
And then go back, and then readjust this one, also set this one. Later you have a make a 2 to 5 each one.
Okay.
And if the 3 sensor is a malfunction, engine will be shut down. Also, if this value is below to 0.7 something, engine will be shut down. This is not a safety. Engine internally makes shut down.
Okay, I understand.
And then this is channel. So this is chip max speed. If you reduce sometime, you can find the chip max limit here. Also, you can control just to make handle full, and then you can adjust depends on load. If you make 30%, the
Yeah.
load cannot reach over the 30%. So sometimes you don't like just your headquarter like okay, keeping 5% of only load whatever the RPM. So you just 50 and make a handle full. It will
Understand.
not increase. And then this is fuel oil index for each cylinder. If you like one cylinder cut off, you just make a 0.
And the cylinder will cut off.
Yeah, cylinder cut off.
One cylinder cut off.
Yes.
Okay.
And then if there any something FIBA, you just grab alarm. This color change to red and then marked this enable.
Disable.
At that time, after whatever you change FIBA something, you have to come to this screen and have to reset again.
Uh-huh.
If you not reset just red color, you have problem same alarm.
Okay.
So
Okay.
please keep in this screen and check this one
Okay.
red or this.
Understand.
Yeah. And this is normal function for the. This is for sometimes if the too much cold, the compression is much higher.
Yes,
than
because
your-
density of the air. Correct. Yes, correct.
So this is automatically the compression make a balance, make a low.
Okay.
Yeah, and then normally during this I check this is very working well. Auto function for the offset of fuel quality offset. If you make a plus, more fuel injected. If you minus, less fuel injected. This is a manual. This is auto. Normally make just put it auto and keep going.
Okay.
But for some reason you think something wrong, so you just make a manual and then adjust by manual.
Understand.
As you say, finally insert value and then apply, and then if your value is changed here, final adaptation. I mean
Okay.
apply. And then this is a manual, so you never have a chance to adjust this one.
Okay.
Yeah, this is no chance any.
Exhaust valve offset timing? No, huh?
No.
Varcila
no.
possible.
But here, no. You just control the P comp P scavenger ratio.
Okay.
Control here, not
Okay.
here. Actually, Bachilla they control here. They
Yes.
adjust this one.
No, Varcila adjust timing. Timing you can have a separate unit a little bit early or little bit late injection
There
and
is
separate
dysfunction.
unit
There
separate.
is dysfunction. There
Yeah.
is dysfunction.
Okay, but also exhaust valve you can have early opening or early or late closing.
Yeah, I know how to. I have
Yeah.
experience of Bachilla
Ah,
engine.
yeah, yeah.
So
but
yeah, I
here,
know.
but here, no possible.
Yeah, not possible. Also, do not change this one. If you change
Okay,
this one, maybe
okay.
some problem. So
Okay,
just,
understand.
Individual
Only,
control.
only pick-on. Okay,
Yeah,
understand.
because actually this is a P comp and P comp ratio, but you can just call them P comp and
Okay.
then here. If you this auto function, auto tuning is adjust here. Also, you can find that this value is also automatically adjusted.
Okay,
So you can have chance manual auto something.
okay, I understand.
This is a PI value, which the just easy say the amount of fuel injected. If you this plus more fuel, it means you just gas temperature outlet will be higher.
Correct, correct.
So what is the basement between the low load and high load is 50. But in the high load, we have like graph here. The low offset from the low load, they affected a lot. Portion is a lot. But when the high load, even you adjust small microcontrol. But at the high load, if you change just for example number 1 +3, they will be high load, a lot change from the just gas temperature. But the low load, just small change.
Of course, of
yeah,
course.
something like-
Because
yeah.
on high load, the injection will be more fuel quantity.
Yes, yes.
That's why.
And then this is 3 condition which require the auto tuning function available. So one of them is like this mark or red mark. It means that now it's not auto function. Auto
Okay.
tuning possible.
Okay.
One index stable is when the loft C there are too many fluctuated. It cannot have, they cannot function as a auto.
So in rough sea we cannot have auto, so we have to manually adjust.
Yeah, but if they fail, automatically they stop. Yeah.
Yes, of course, of course. If they fail manually,
Yeah.
auto.
Yeah, and then sufficiency index is they have the over the some limited value. Now I understand that over the 30% is possible to run the auto tuning.
Okay.
And then last thing is as we have already sensor value is from the PMI software. If you turn off the PMI software, this changes to red.
Yeah, it has. They already told. They already
Yeah,
showed. They already
yeah.
showed this one.
So that's one.
Yeah.
Okay. This some information. And the LDCR function is depends on the now is a stop because stop this is inactive. But if you change the surfer higher than this 0.6, this is gonna work.
Okay. What will not work?
LDCR.
LDCR will not work
Now it's not working.
because of the sulfur.
Low sulfur, exactly.
Because they changed to MGO.
MGO also your C trial HFO is a low sulfur.
Yes, correct. Low sulfur fuel. Low sulfur.
Yeah. So if you have a concentration, so if you 0.4 multiply 0.30 is most below to 0.6. That's why now it's stopped. So if we okay, let's just make it.
Okay. Okay. Apply. Just for short period of time.
Yeah. That's
Nothing
right.
will happen for short
Yeah.
period of time. Yes.
Okay. This value is okay.
Okay. Now increase.
And then you need
And-
some delay time until
Okay.
see. Now
Okay.
slowly.
Now start running. Okay. Now.
So I will because
Yeah.
the signal then
Yes.
play
Yes.
video.
Yes. Put it back to normal.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. So automatically starts. Okay. Fine.
Yeah. But because sometimes they have a delay time, so
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I got it. Okay. Now switch. Yes. Yeah.
It's delay time. That's why I'm saying.
Yes. Let's see.
Yeah, now
Because
it's inactive now, so
inactive, but it's still running. Huh?
because the pump is pressure is threshold is down, they'll be slowly stop.
Slowly.
So during this one, and then this is some the speed modifier you can find here, and then the Gabana index limiter you can find this screen.
Okay.
So if the close value, the indication. So actually PTO you don't have it. There are no chance to meet. Also
Right.
low enough town you cannot find. Also WH not, dual fuel not, this is not.
Okay.
So service you can find.
Understand.
And then this starter, when the starter you can see chip index is when the have a chip index.
Yes. What
Yeah,
you
this
said.
one.
Yes.
And then scheme engine pressure and torque is as you experience MCME same, the limit for torque, scheme engine pressure. And then hydro power supply means if they do not follow the set point, there will be some limit. And then load limitation, running mode, I don't think so you can easily find. It's very rare. Load limitation is as you see, if the load is limited. And then compression pressure is this value if the off. And the
But now it's on. Yeah, it's supposed to on auto. Yes. Correct.
And then pure pressure, I don't think you have this function. I don't think so. But lambda is actually they have the escape the better speed range fastly.
Can you repeat slowly? Have to.
Lambda means sometimes we have our now is design is very rating a lot.
Okay.
And then we have some problem with escape the better the speed range, critical RPM.
Critical RPM.
So at the time, if they have a torque limiter, and then they have stay the better speed range,
Okay.
we will a little bit more fuel injected to escape.
To avoid the critical. Okay.
Exactly.
Fine.
This is function for lambda. So lambda is a ladder limiter. Just they will just help just escape better speed like this.
Okay. Understand.
Still maybe 30 minutes around. And then here is maybe you have a standby condition. If all the things satisfied, you can find it.
Yeah, requirement before you start the engine.
Exactly. And then what else? This is a summary of all of them. So when you SCR, you have selected switch string.
Yeah, this we already discussed. Yeah.
Also is something prepare function here. And then here, when you stop engine for 30 minutes, 30 minutes, if you try start, at that time the slow turn is automatically offline.
Uh-huh.
So you have a more than 3 times stopped and then try start, but reach suddenly ask you, why not start? Wait, we have the
Slow
once
turn.
again,
Yeah, I
and
know
then-
this slow turn.
Yeah, and then automatically aileron
Okay.
and aileron change.
Okay.
So
Okay.
sometimes people embarrass, what happened? Why not start something like? So
Slow turn is activating. Yes.
yeah, and then prepare.
But in in what condition slow turn activated? What is the
we have to stop engine more than 30 minutes.
so 30 minutes, more than 30 minutes, engine must be stopped to activate. So this activate automatically by timer. Okay, fine.
So if you 29 minutes later just
Uh-huh.
start, it's possible just start.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then prepare starting means this is the Oxbro running, also the pre-loop activated like a real prepare. So you just put it here and then stand by
Okay.
until the bridge have a command. So you can
Okay.
just direct start. But do not put the prepare start when you have a sometimes standby. They will now start Oxbro number 1 running, Oxbro
Okay.
number 2 running, and the bridge call you. Why not start something like? And then this is Aaron auto something. So just what I like is prepare start and then put the auto and then handle ahead
Okay.
and then slow turning and turning. It's more easier.
Okay. We do the same. Okay.
That's all.
That's all.
Yeah, not really. About the okay. Actually, this is the IMO number, so I already checked this is all okay. But the thing, in case of you have a chance to change the parameter, especially IMO design is changed, this is a really huge problem because this,
Nobody will touch this one.
yeah.
Nobody will touch.
But later also the class will check this one.
Class will check this one.
Yeah. Because this value possibly changes depending on the your adjust.
Okay.
But this never changes whatever you change.
Okay.
But in case of something wrong, it's changed. This something wrong, you have to ask MAM or the HHI service team.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because also the error or class every time they maybe check only this. If they ask something why this is changed, he don't know about our system.
Okay.
This is main point of the IMO design number.
Okay.
Also, as you already told the chief engineer, we have a USB. You can save the file directly.
Uh-huh.
And this set time you already know. Yeah, this is all this value is recorded the COCOS system. Just for this short time they show it, but the other record they show the COCOS. So this value is for convenience. I see the COCOS system. And the insulation. This is like a standard. They don't have any noise burst. Only cylinder and this one have. Yeah.
Cylinder lubrication.
This is the difference for the fully lube on. This is 12 times just injected.
Uh-huh.
This is
So when I'm doing pre-lubricating before I start the makeup,
this is automatically function.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it.
I don't have to do it.
Yeah, but in case of you have to like to inspect your liner condition.
Uh-huh.
At that time also like to look
I
on
want to
it.
see the
At that
comment.
time only look.
Okay, fine. What about this one?
Test is not more than 12. It's really a lot.
What is
The pre-loop.
pre-lube?
This is also same function as a pre-loop.
But
It's
little bit more quantity.
Yeah,
Little
more.
bit more timing.
Yeah, more time.
Okay, fine. Okay.
So it's better to pre-loop with just small, but this is really for a while injected.
Okay, understand. So long period of time.
Yeah. This just see here. Function test is for the in case of you have a FIBA alarm, something you don't know that cylinder something correct or not. After you check the cable something wrong, you can do this one. But when you do this one, you have to stop the engine.
Uh-huh.
Also, you have to possible the fuel oil, possible to the hydro pressure.
Okay.
It means that this startup will have to run. Also, fuel oil pump is run because the end of this function they will check the injection of the single injection, also it's just by moving.
Okay.
So whatever you have a change in feedback control or something, I recommend HCU just follow this step.
Okay.
They'll be happy. If you something wrong, this color change to yellow. So maybe wrong milliampere comes out. Maybe you have something wrong cable connection.
Connection. So it will give me red indication. Okay.
Yes. So just it's very easy. Just they will explain hydraulic and fuel pressure present, standby engine, but they have to engine start condition.
Yes. Not in running condition. In stop condition.
Yeah, because
stop condition.
Yeah,
Okay.
this when you change this one, this will be test mode. Also, you can make test mode here if you put it this one test mode. But it means that the number one cylinder now is like cut off or the not working anymore.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So function test for taco system, we have a long here from here to here, and then standby condition. I mean the start condition, and then the turning gear, and then check the signal. When they change the encoder or just
Yeah, I remember that.
They already
Yeah.
But when the have if you change some taco sensor or if you change the PMI sensor, you have to perform this one, and they just follow it.
Understand.
More specific explanation have a PMI document which you have a shortcut. We have document exactly same screen how to do it. Just
Okay.
follow them.
Understand.
Yeah, actually HPS also you have a proportional valve change or something change. You just recommend this one. It is the same as HCU event and this one. And the speed handle is engine ECR. This setting is main engine decided. Bridge program Kongsberg control. So some people always think, okay, ECR some problem, I will ask Kongsberg. No. This is from the communication with the engine and Kongsberg. So normally engine side decided this handle.
Okay.
Bridge side, this one is a Kongsberg's data. Engine do not any relate them.
Okay, fine.
You just stop engine and then as you know the change the milliampere depending on you can adjust the handle condition. Previous all the time have to do people go to the ECS parameter and change it. Now you can change here.
Okay.
And then that's all. Something wrong. This is just a signal. Yeah, this is just a summary of Melody. Yeah,
Okay.
summary, yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
To put some limit to the RPM.